Gerald joins the midfield, Scanlon and Biancheri join the attack, which means Mantato and Chido Obi take a seat on the bench. Now, as for the visitors, Tottenham Hotspur currently lead the way in goals scored this season, scoring over 3 goals on average every match. They name 5 changes from their previous victory over Newcastle United. Luca Gunter, Pele McDermott, Callum Oyleselli, Leo Black and Oliver Iro all coming to the squad. And one to watch for Spurs is Williams Barnett, 7 goals involvements to his name, as well as involvements with the first team. So, there's no doubt that this is built up to be one of the games of...
Thank you very much, Ben. Yes, welcome along to PL2 action on a Saturday afternoon, a double match day on MUTV with this game at midday and, of course, Manchester United at home to Brighton at 5:30 a little bit later on, and that means double duty for myself and my co-commentator Ben Thornley, and it's a clash at the top of the table. Ipswich have gone top after winning last night, but Manchester United and Spurs make up 2 more of the top 4, Ben. It's an important one. Before we get the game underway today, we are going to have a moment's silence. That moment's silence will be dedicated to John Humble, the former Manchester United women's kit man, who sadly passed away after a short illness in the last couple of days. And players gathered around the edge of the centre circle along with the officials as the stadium announcement takes place, explaining why this minute's silence will happen. All of us here at Manchester United send our love and best wishes to John's friends and family.
The referee's whistle.
Impeccably observed at the Lee Sports Village, and Manchester United get themselves ready to go in this top of the table, almost top of the table clash between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. Ben, they have gone brilliantly so far. Travis Binion's side unbeaten. In fact, they haven't even drawn a game. They've won. Oh, sorry, drawn. Yeah, they've won every single game. I'm absolutely right. They've won every single game so far this season. It's a brilliant start for them.
Yeah, it's been a super start. When you think about the teams that the 18s have produced over the last couple of seasons, and the 21s have not been quite where we expect them to be this season, they are absolutely bang on it and have an opportunity to regain top spot with a victory over Spurs this afternoon, which won't be easy because Spurs are going well themselves.
Yeah, Spurs with 15 points from their opening 6 games. Manchester United with 18 points from their 6 games. Ipswich 3-1 win over Brighton yesterday gives them 19 points from their opening 7 games. So United could go 2 points clear at the top with a victory today against this Spurs side. We are underway in PL2 at the Lee Sports Village between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, the Progress with Unity Stadium, as it has been renamed. Apologies if we keep getting that one wrong, which will happen. It was easier to say LSV than Progress with Unity Stadium.
I have to say, I was a bit annoyed that nobody had told me that they'd switched grounds this season, because I didn't know that's what it was called anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what it was called. Now I thought, I wonder where that stadium is. I had to look it up and realise it's the new name for the Sports Village.
Spurs in possession here as they look to work their way forward. You heard Ben Ibsen say in the build-up they have scored on average 3 goals a game, Spurs. They certainly know where the back of the net is. Manchester United have been really hard to beat, haven't quite scored as many goals as Spurs have. Out on the left-hand side with Reece Alexander-Russell-Denny. looks to switch the play out on the far side. I mean, there's some names in this Spurs side, but to have two double-barreled names, it feels a bit greedy, really, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Reece Alexander, hyphenated first name. Russell Denny, hyphenated second name. Dermot Mee hasn't had too many opportunities over the beginning part of the season for the under-21s, but always excellent when he starts. Diego Leon down the left-hand side for Manchester United, getting an opportunity in PL2, growing into that role as well. Dan Armour looks to try and get the ball forward, does well to find Biancheri. The foul has been given Manchester United's way. It can only be for a pull of the shirt.
Yeah, it must have been the pull back on Biancheri. The referee waited to see if there was an advantage, and there wasn't one. On second glance, I'm not quite sure what he gave before.
That's exactly what was going through my mind. But you will take any advantage you can get. We know that United are excellent in terms of quality from these set pieces.
Looks quite a long distance, that, doesn't it, where the wall is?
It does. Again, you'll take any advantage that you've got coming your way, won't you?
You will.
Let's see what United can deliver from the left-hand side. Stood up by Shea Lacey to the back post, brought down by Devaney, loops it back in, well claimed by Luca Gunter.
It was a flat trajectory, wasn't it, that ball in from Shea Lacey? It's a really good one. You're just waiting for somebody to come and attack it, and it drifts all the way through to the back post. Too close to the goalkeeper from Devaney.
One other game ongoing in PL2, and that's Blackburn against Manchester City. Blackburn at half-time lead Manchester City by 2 goals to 0. Spurs back down that right-hand side. Comes back to the goalkeeper, Gunter.
City not quite as dominant as they've been in previous seasons at this level.
Hardy sends this forward to Hero. Picked up by Kyra Martin. Back now to Olasesi. Now Gunter. United doing what we anticipated they would do, really, Ben. They love to keep that press high, and here's where it could come in trumps for them. Unfortunately, Biancheri couldn't reel in the block that he put in on Gunter. Maybe Spurs have an opportunity in the opposite direction. Hero's cross, turned away, picked up by Kyra Martin. Casanova down the right-hand side to Akenrich. That will be a foul from Diego Leon and a free kick to Spurs.
Yeah, it doesn't need to do that. Going away, Akenrich, he doesn't need to make that challenge. Just keep shepherding him the way he's going.
High press almost coming good for Manchester United at one end of the field, Ben.
Yeah, it was slightly under hit, but Biancheri was onto it straight away. Fortunately, the goalkeeper was advanced enough for him to be able to put him off. But that's exactly where they want to win the ball back. Force Spurs into a mistake, which they duly made.
So, I'm not sure Spurs will deliver this into the penalty area the same way Manchester United did from the same side of the field. We'll soon find out, but plenty of players to aim at short. Shea Lacey in the wall, along with James Scanlon. Scanlon's going to drop deep, so just the singular figure of Lacey is going to be delivered into the penalty area. It's a good ball as well. Diego Leon gets ahead to it. A couple of blocks required here. It's a strong challenge in the penalty area. That's a really good effort and a top save as well from Dermot Mee. Diving to his left, gets a big, strong left hand to it round the post.
Yeah, it's a good save. from Dermot Mee. He was probably unsighted. I think Diogo Leon just had to be careful there. I think he pulled out enough for it not to be a shove in the back, and as it came to Hardy, it was a really good save.
Diogo Leon involved again as he gets the clearing header into midfield. Leo Black comes back to Gunter. Both sides showing that they're more than capable in the early stages of this one. Found out something very interesting about the Progress with Unity Stadium's pitch, Ben, from Aoife Mannion when we were doing a commentary the other day. It starts out really, really damp where they water it and skiddy, and as the game goes on, it gets drier and drier. So the same ball as that one in the second half will probably hold up.
Hold up, yeah, I was really surprised how much because it's not a windy day, is it? I know we have had winds, but certainly not today, but that didn't half skid off the surface.
James Scanlon striding into space. Can he get to the byline? Can he pull it back? Tries, takes a big deflection, and Gunter just manages to get underneath it. I think Spurs defenders doing just enough here to prevent that ball being pulled back into the space.
I'm just wondering whether it did get a deflection, or did he just mishit the cross? Sort of came off the outside of his foot a little bit. Either way, it was too close to the goalkeeper. Just needs to angle it away from there. Maybe just crossing it a little bit earlier to give him more scope.
Biancheri just lurking. Going to be helped out by Fletcher here. This is Jack Fletcher wearing 10. His twin brother Tyler is sat a little deeper wearing 6. This is him on the ball now. Two of them arriving from Manchester City a couple of seasons back. Williams Barnett. Lafu gets the header away.
They nearly fell into the same trap there, Spurs. Jack Fletcher with that trigger, pushing Spurs back, and not much of an angle for him to play the ball back to Gunter, the goalkeeper.
Mee gets rid of it quickly. It falls nicely on the edge of the penalty area. Williams Barnett gets underneath it, always rising as it went over the crossbar.
That's a decent chance, you know. I'm not saying he should score from there, but I think with the amount of space he had and where the ball sat up for him, it's a decent first touch.
Might be a bit disappointed he's not got it on target.
He should have hit the target.
Leon looks to reel that one in, but it's taken away from him. Akamrich down the right-hand side. Spurs will commit players into the penalty area. Just look at the number of white shirts there are in and around the Manchester United box.
Well, Akamrich is pretty much an ever-present in this under-21 side for Spurs, but playing on the right-hand side, he is the epitome of an inverted wide player, always looking to come inside on his left foot.
It's good distribution from Gunter to find Leo Black. Black has gobbled up the ground as well. That's wise defending from Yor Halafu.
Yeah, it was.
Fitzgerald. Lacey. It's the inside-out pass away, and he's found Gabe Biancheri as well. Biancheri in the penalty area. Can he finish? Oh, what a stop. Absolutely brilliant from Luca Gunter, because it was fired at him from close range. And then James Scanlon knows he's coming back from an offside position, and the ball's out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, you saw me, didn't you? Ball over the top the first time, and I thought the chance had gone. It's a wonderful ball from Lacey to release Biancheri. What he's looking for in that position is somebody on the angle for a much better chance to put the ball in the net. Yes, the keeper's made a decent save, but it was always going to be difficult for him to score from there. He just needed somebody on hand in the position that he would normally like to find himself in for a side foot, but a good move nonetheless.
He realised that that wasn't on, and then just decided that laces were the way to go.
Yeah.
Puts a load of power on it, forces the strong stop from Gunter. We've had chances for both teams now. This is set to be an entertaining encounter if it carries on like this.
You can't see it finishing 0-0, can you?
Certainly not. You watch. You've just put the kiss of death on it now, haven't you?
Probably.
Yeah, 79 more minutes of nothing, thanks to Ben Thornley, if that's the case. Send the postcards in to us. Biancheri working hard again. Falls to Fletcher. Fitzgerald, Fletcher. Devaney threads the pass through to Lacey. Lacey again with a lovely inside-out ball. Finds Jace Fitzgerald, pulls it across the 6-yard box, and it's cleared away. Well, Manchester United growing into this game. That's another gilt-edged opportunity, Ben.
Yeah, again, this inside right channel, Shea Lacey, lovely footwork, reverse pass, good run from the midfield by Jace Fitzgerald, and he does cut that back perfectly. He just needs somebody to gamble on the edge of that 6-yard box. There's nothing more he could have done to make it as easy for somebody to put the ball in the net, Jace Fitzgerald.
It's the timing of the run, isn't it? Somebody's gambled at that back post, just gone slightly too early and too deep. Can't spot who it was, but I feel like if Manchester United can get that timing right, they stand a very good chance of being the ones to open the scoring here. Jacob Devaney called up for Ireland last year. Forward to James Scanlon. Scanlon's gone too soon. Full Gibraltar international, James Scanlon, and his brother too.
Great vision early on from Shea Lacey, though, on this right-hand side. A little black, his opposite number, likes to come inside on his left foot, but there's not a lot you can do to stop it, and he has the vision and the delivery, like he's shown so far, then he's going to be a problem for Spurs.
Fletcher is chasing this down. Black. Overplayed that pass, and Biancheri again is on top of Luca Gunter. It's well played out by Kyra Martin.
It's all right, you just get the feeling, don't you, that at some point, if they keep doing that, Spurs, they will come unstuck and United will capitalise.
Jacob Devaney, such a handy player, Jacob Devaney. The ability that he's got to play central midfield, which is where he played in the last game for Manchester United. Admittedly, didn't go the way they wanted, a 5-2 loss to Barnsley in the trophy, but he played holding midfield in that game, can now slot in at centre-back, can also play at full-back if you need him to. James Scanlon away here. Can he find a ball into the middle? Looks to cut back towards Biancheri. Crowding out of it in the end.
Great ball from Diego Leon. Really was over the top. Good understanding between the two of them.
That's a lovely touch from Fletcher. Pass lets him down slightly. Well fought for by Fitzgerald. Just a bit of confidence coming into this Manchester United side now. There's a free kick.
Yeah.
Referee spotted it, Ben spotted it, even I spotted it. Must have been obvious.
Yeah. Casanova just clinging onto the arm of James Scanlon. It's a good spot by the referee, actually, because it was on his blind side. We could see it. Whether the ref could or not, I'm not sure, but he obviously did.
Out of all of the extraordinary names in this Spurs side, Dante Casanova might well be my favourite. Seems like a 1950s movie character. Shea Lacey finds Biancheri. Lovely touch from Biancheri. It's 1-0. Brilliant ball, great touch, superb finish. United take the lead.
Well, there you go. Vision of Shea Lacey and a wonderful piece of controlled football from Gabe Biancheri in a very, very tight space. I didn't expect him to emerge with the ball after that first touch, because as much as it was a really good pass, he's right in between two players there, and his first touch is brilliant, and so's his second, and his third one is the one that counts. Great vision, wonderful control. You'd have thought that Arganese McDermott might have done a little bit better. He just fresh air kicked, but it was the speed with which Gabe Biancheri moved that ball, left foot, right foot, and then just left the goalkeeper Gunter planted. Nothing more than they deserve, I have to say. Really good goal.
Yeah, excellent, and you're absolutely right. It's the quickness of that right toe, isn't it, of Biancheri that just steals it away from Pele Arganese McDermott. And then a swivelling finish into the bottom corner. And a good start for Travis Binian's side. I'm sure he will be delighted. They've ridden the early pressure from Spurs. And now managed to get themselves in front. You think that is a free kick, don't you?
Yeah, it was. I was just
a little bit late.
Keeping an eye. Referee seen if there was an advantage. There wasn't. It certainly was just a bit after the ball from Biancheri.
Gunter. Interesting that Reece Alexander-Russell-Denny, when Spurs are out of possession, is a regulation left-back. The second that they get the ball, he comes and joins in central midfield.
Hybrid mode.
Inverted fullback, whatever that means. Devaney. Fletcher. Back to Jacob Devaney. Picked up by Jack Fletcher. Diego Leon.
I always think that position is really valuable when your team is dominating possession. I'm not quite so sure it has the same impact when you've not got the possession. And United are very, very good at turning the ball over, and Shea Lacey, as he's already demonstrated in these opening 18-19 minutes, he's the one that Russell Denny leaves free.
Referee gives possession back to Manchester United, trying to get the Spurs players to give United a bit of room. Shane Lacey
booking for that.
Getting frustrated at his touch, has drawn the yellow card from the referee.
Yeah, I think he'll realise that that's a little bit needless. I don't think he's frustrated with himself. I think he's frustrated with the pass, that it was overhit with the space that he was in. But even so, it's a bit of a needless yellow card.
Also potentially frustrated with the referee getting in the way in the play before, because United were on the front foot. The move was broken down by the referee. Now has to play the best part of 70 minutes on a booking. Chase Fitzgerald concedes the free kick to Spurs. Just a little pull of the shirt on his opposite number, Leo Black. Chase Fitzgerald is another one of those players that has been at Manchester United for a long, long time. And he's from Salford. He's a proper dyed-in-the-wool Salfordian. Has been at Manchester United forever and a day. Now an opportunity. Hero gets it into the middle. Almost returned by Williams-Barnett. Instead, it's going to be Akenrich. Good work from Diego Leon. Steals the ball away. Creates himself a bit of space too. And again, Scanlon to Armour. Been impressed, haven't we, with Dan Armour as we've gone through this season?
Yeah.
Very steady, Tyler Fletcher just getting himself into a bit of trouble, or being put into trouble by the press of Spurs. Concedes the corner.
3 of them round him. He couldn't really afford to do anything else other than get rid of the ball.
He's actually done pretty well to get the ball away,
Yeah.
with those 3 around him. Bumped in, headed goalwards, turned away. It's a brilliant save again. Well, Dermot Mee has somehow got something on that to keep it out. Manchester United looking to get on the front foot. Shea Lacey is fouled. Some stop that from the keeper, Ben.
Yeah, it certainly was, because it was a really good header. It was a run to the near post from, I think, was it Agnes McDermott?
It wasn't. It was off the line from Devaney.
Yeah. And there is the value of having somebody on the post, because if he's not there, the goalkeeper doesn't reach it.
Well, you can understand why we thought it was Mee as he was diving away to his left-hand side, but Captain Devaney with a crucial intervention in the end. Diego Leon suggesting that he wanted that into the space in front of him more than into his feet. So in the aftermath of that clearance from Jacob Devaney off the line, just a confirmation that Kyra Martin was popped in the referee's notebook for the tackle that went in.
I thought it was a bit harsh.
It's a lovely ball forward to James Scanlon. It's a strong touch. Goalkeeper sliding out. Only just manages to get the brakes on before he comes sliding out of the 18-yard box.
I think they were looking for an offside flag, weren't they, Spurs, that never arrived.
That one will be tight with Diego Leon. Yep. He's offside.
Was it? Well, I mean, it's been given.
Just. It's very rare that you and I sat here and I think it's offside and you haven't put your imaginary flag up.
No, it's true. No, it's true.
He's constantly moving in the commentary boxes, our Ben. A bit like now, he's waving his linesman's flag. He wants the free kick.
Thought that was
it's not
a foul.
been given. Half my time in the commentary box is spent wondering what he's trying to communicate with me. Flailing hands all over the place. Fletcher. United have definitely spotted that ball in behind is on for Spurs, dropping it in behind the fullback. So Reece Alexander-Russell-Denny, if he finds himself too high, is leaving acres of space in behind him, Ben.
He certainly is, either for Shea Lacey or even Halapu to make a run forward, but certainly Biancheri likes to operate in that inside right channel.
It's a great pass from Shea Lacey, and he's managed to find Scanlon, who's worked really hard for this. Scanlon back to Fitzgerald. The vision from Shea Lacey to spot that, but then the power that he manages to generate to get the ball into that space is impressive. Lovely body movement from Devaney. Keeps himself away from Kyra Martin. Well, that's given away by Dermot Mee. Chance here, and that's a decent stop as well, off the line again from Devaney. That's going to be tidied up by Fletcher. Well, that could have gone absolutely anywhere, Ben.
Yeah.
And eventually, it's a decent save.
I mean, he's lucky, Dermot Mee. Obviously, he atones for it, and Devaney's there to clear up, but the pass that he played out from the back was never on. Devaney had made the angle for him. He just needed to sweep it to his right-hand side, but he went for the straight ball, and it just wasn't on. There was a Spurs player in front of whoever it was that Dermot Mee was aiming at. He did make the save, and Devaney helped him out, but that could have been a key mistake.
As it is, Manchester United a little frustrated he hasn't done better with it. Meanwhile, James Scanlon running into space. Can he get his shot away? Just gets crowded out of it. United don't give up on it, though. Fitzgerald, left-footed effort, always rising.
And give Devaney credit as well, because he was aware and he got himself back to a place, otherwise it would have been a simple tap-in. And here, Ola says he's getting himself into all sorts of trouble. And just leaning back, Fitzgerald with a left foot strike from the edge of the box.
To try and get the shot away quickly before he was closed down. As I've already mentioned, this is the first of 2 games on MUTV for you today. Under-21s action from midday, and then kick-off 5:30 for Manchester United against Brighton at Old Trafford. Matchday live with you from 4:25 for all of the build-up.
We owe them one.
Well, 3 in a row. Brighton have managed to pull out on Manchester United. Wouldn't it be great for the Reds to have 3 in a row? Chance here maybe for United as this is put back in towards goal, cleared off the line. I tell you, it's a great effort, isn't it, from Jack Fletcher to squeeze it on target.
Well, it's coming, and again, architects of their own downfall, Spurs losing the ball high up the pitch. It's a really good effort, and the same credit goes to, was it Arganese McDermott that got back, the same as Devaney did, otherwise that was a certain goal. It wasn't, you're perplexed because it was a throw-in, not a corner.
Did it go out for a throw-in?
Yeah.
I thought it rolled out for a corner. Fletcher. Fitzgerald. On to Lacey. Lafu on the overlap. Lacey takes advantage of the dummy run. Loses out. Williams-Barnett coming the other way. It's a good tackle from Jack Fletcher. Picked up, though, by Russell Denny. Diego Leon with the crucial tackle. And now Tyler Fletcher can play it through midfield to his brother Jack. Jack Fletcher to Lacey. And that looping inside to outrun from Gabe Biancheri, picked out again. Lafu loses out to Kyra Martin. Kyra Martin taking on Devaney, and Devaney will be the next player to go into the referee's notebook.
Now that's a booking.
Yeah, hard to argue with that one.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes we say there are good yellow cards to take and bad yellow cards to take. One of those situations for Jacob Devaney where he's got to stop him because he's away otherwise.
Yeah, and it's only a small thing, but it just goes to show how accurate you need to be with your passing. I know Halafu lost out in the challenge, but it was just an overhit pass by Shea Lacey that put him in that position. He lost out, and Jacob Devaney gets a booking because of it. I know they're only fine margins, but sometimes they can be so important.
When you look at sort of how that move came as well down the right-hand side, Halafu's gone on the overlap, and then the misplaced pass from Shea Lacey, and all of a sudden you've got 2 players that are out of position, and you're then scrambling to get back in, aren't you?
Yeah, which in turn drags Devaney out onto the near touchline.
Leon again inside the penalty area times the clearance. Look at that sprint from him as well to try and get some pressure on the ball. Gunter. Well, he's been involved, Diego Leon, every time the ball's come into the penalty area. It just goes to show how well he reads the game. Maybe taking a little time to really get used to the throes of English football. So, Old Trafford going through its preparations ahead of this evening's game. That's the PA announcement that you can hear. That's a lovely hurdle from Shea Lacey, and he's got some space. Lacey, can he pick somebody out? Goes for goal, hits the side netting.
Well, he initially does brilliantly. I can't say that it's very good defending by Russell Dennett, and his reaction leaves a lot to be desired as well. There was hardly a sprint to atone for his error, but then Shea Lacey knows from that position, especially if you're going to play a shot with your left foot, you need to pick somebody out.
Will the safety officer please report to the main entrance?
Biancheri. Out to Dan Armour. Slides that into Diego Leon. Scanlon. Leon. Put it away.
The previous message for the safety officer is cancelled.
Scanlon to Diego Leon. Another of the development signings that Manchester United have made.
Radio checks about to commence.
A little tug on the shoulder there from Halafu, and another one from Jace Fitzgerald. Really strong running from Olasasi. Chance here, maybe. Pushed wide of the mark.
Radio checks are complete.
Well, he should score. He should score, there's no question. Halafu is out of position. Devaney doesn't get across because he probably can't. And that is a really, really poor miss from Williams-Barnett.
Yeah, he should. He's got to hit the target. You know, at very least, force Dermot Mee to make the save. United have just about got away with one there. That's well controlled, and it's a lovely ball out to the right-hand side too for Lacey. Lafu tidying up.
Yeah, I love that pass from Jack Fletcher. It just looked classy.
Lacey. Just one of those low stingers, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it had a little bit of swaz on it.
Is that what we're calling it? Swaz, swerve, fizz, fade, draw, whatever it is you want to. We'll go with swaz, shall we? Sounds better when you say it.
It just looked nice.
In that broad Mancunian swaz. Do well, don't they, United? Always pressing, always got you under pressure. So difficult to play with that amount of pressure on the ball, always. And eventually, it forces the error. 34 minutes gone, and United have, for the most part, Ben, been the better of the two sides.
Yeah, they have. They have conceded chances, and I think that the one that Spurs just had then with Williams-Barnett is by far the best of them. And he really should have scored. Dermot Mee shouldn't have been able to get anywhere near it. But yes, United have definitely been the better side.
Shea Lacey in space, has gone too soon, tripped the offside trap. Indirect free kick to Spurs.
Yeah, just needs to have a little bit of a glance, because he has certainly been one of United's more influential players this afternoon.
As I mentioned, this one of two games in PL2. 3 games in PL2 this lunchtime. Blackburn 2, Manchester City 0. United obviously leading by a goal to 0 here against Spurs. Just underway between Sunderland and Stoke, 0-0 in that game. No early Premier League kickoff today. Game last night that was won by Leeds United against West Ham United. And then 2 games later, 5:30 and an 8 o'clock tonight.
I've just realised that I've got a link to my footballing days with Spurs. Simon Davies, who I played for in the U team, is now Spurs Academy. And Wayne Burnett, the under-21s manager, I played with him at Huddersfield when I was there on loan.
Every time we do one of these games, there's somebody where you go, I played with him, or, you know, he was at such a place, or I played with his dad, or...
Most probably nobody's interested, but I am.
Oh, dear. I love working with you, you know. Just endlessly amusing. Fletcher fires this into the feet of Fitzgerald, finds Scanlon. Scanlon with a cross! turned home. That is absolutely magic from Manchester United. Great football all round. Finished off with aplomb for his second of the game for Gabe Biancheri.
Really good goal from players that, like Shea Lacey, who we just mentioned, have been heavily involved. Great ball from Jack Fletcher. Biancheri finds himself in a little bit of space. He lays it off. Then comes Scanlon, and he does exactly what we've been a little bit critical of in times when people are in these positions. He plays it across the box, and Biancheri, exactly where you want your centre-forward to be, right in the middle of the goal, and he's got a simple tap-in because the pass was the right one. Really, really good goal, and he's on a hat-trick.
I don't know what I like more, the reverse pass from Jace Fitzgerald, the cross from Scanlon, or the sliding finish from Biancheri. All of it was absolutely spot on.
Well, you've got four players there, starting with Jack Fletcher, firing the ball into Biancheri, lays it off to Fitzgerald, reverse pass to Scanlon, and he doesn't stand and admire Biancheri. He gets in where it hurts, and like I said, nothing more than they deserve, United, with this first half performance. They've been excellent against what we know is a very good Spurs side.
Certainly the case. Another opportunity here, maybe the hat-trick for Biancheri in the first half. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? First half hat-trick for Gabe Biancheri, just too far ahead of him in the end.
As well as they played this season, with the wins that they've got already, I think this is, probably for you as well, this is the most enjoyable game that we can remember.
100%.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate. Every time I'm normally doing a commentary on a Saturday morning, it's the great entertainers of Manchester United, the under-18s, but the 21s have been just as entertaining today. I tell you what, they're absolutely flying. I know that, you know, they come off midweek and they're probably smarting a little bit from that result, but they've come into today with absolutely the right attitude. Lovely bit of skill from Diego Leon.
A bit of showboating.
Why not? 2-0 up after 38 minutes.
I mean, I think the defeat in midweek, that largely comes down to the fact that they had to play a majority of the game with only 10 men.
And against a
good side.
Yeah,
a good side, yeah.
There are levels. We see, like, the National League trophies are an interesting one because the levels quite evenly matched, aren't they? But once you start playing in the Football League trophy, where you're playing teams from, you know, League One, League Two, it then becomes a different level again. But it's youngsters.
But it's a great learning curve for them.
Perfect for the development of their football. And sometimes we get a little bit bogged down in the winning and the losing, and actually it's really important to remember that that's what academy football is about. You're trying to grow good footballers that can go on and have good careers as well as good human beings, and that has sort of been United's focus for a long time now. I mean, they dropped the ball with you, Ben, but, you know...
They've been making up ever since.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Well, it just helps to build character, and obviously, you know, they get these games where they are playing at a different level, but also because of the results that they've had in that particular competition, where they haven't won and they've conceded goals, it helps to build character another way. How do you come back from being defeated like that and learning how to lose and learning from it?
That's one back well by Olasesi. Slid through, maybe one back here. Well, you've sometimes got to ride your luck. No, that has been turned home. And it's Olasesi on the turn, who manages to sneak it into the bottom left-hand corner. And Spurs have got one back with 5 minutes to go before the break. Yeah,
and you just look at Diego Leon's reaction there, and that is, listen, we've survived this, just get rid of it. And I think that was probably aimed at Tyler Fletcher, that didn't really put his foot through it when the ball came to him. He takes the first touch here, and then it's really got to go away, and he plays it off Williams-Barnett, and it comes back into Olasesi, and he has a pretty simple opportunity for him inside the 6-yard box to beat Dermot Mee. It's a disappointing goal to concede, but you know, they have created chances for themselves despite United's dominance.
Well, just keep Manchester United going. Realise that it's not game over. I'm really glad that my prediction was entirely wrong. When you said that there was going to be goals in the game, Ben, and I thought you'd jinxed it, you were absolutely right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a bold statement, is it, after 10 minutes to say there's going to be a goal in this game?
Yeah, but you could have jinxed it, couldn't you?
I could have done, but I haven't, have I?
No. It's been a very entertaining 41 minutes and 55 seconds.
Oh, I don't know about that either.
Yeah, it's a little on
a
the
bit
soft
soft,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why the Spurs player would be frustrated. Rich over on the far side. One apiece between Sunderland and Stoke in that other PL2 game. 2 goals in quick succession over there. Manchester City still trailing by 2-0 away at Blackburn. Shane Lacey dispossessed, well done from Russell Denny. And he's got some space as well. Looks to lift that through. Lacey finds Fletcher. Jack Fletcher striding forward. And look for that ball to Scanlon. Slightly behind him, and he has to slow down. Does well to win that back from Williams-Barnett.
Yeah, he could have done, Jack Fletcher, with just firing that ball into him. He just didn't have the pace to keep that attack going.
Lacey to Biancheri, back to Shea Lacey. Tyler Fletcher. Diego Leon comes back to Dan Armour. Offside flag goes up against Jace Fitzgerald. And Jace Fitzgerald didn't go to play the ball. It may have been a little early. And I think that's the complaint from Gabe Biancheri, who was chasing the ball down. With no VAR though, Ben, if you affect the way that the defender plays, then technically you're impacting play, and therefore it's offside.
Yeah.
I think. Clearance from Gunter. Only a small blot on the Manchester United copybook, isn't it? Because the performance has been excellent. At 2-0, they would have gone down the tunnel feeling relatively comfortable. At 2-1, just an added level of warning for the second half.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
10 seconds plus stoppages. Spurs are on the move again. Here comes all the way through the 6-yard box and out on the far side. That's a brilliant ball through the box, Ben.
Yeah, it's a great ball. Begging for somebody in a white shirt to get on the end of it.
1 minute of time added on at the end of the first half. He's rattled through the 6-yard box.
Williams-Barnett was close, wasn't he, towards the back post. Can't do any more, the full-back.
Away goes the clearance.
He's done that a couple of times.
Referee brings the opening 45 minutes to a close, and a brace for Gabe Biancheri, the difference between these two sides. Opened it with a brilliant reverse pass into the penalty area, finished with aplomb, and then the second one sliding in to cap off a brilliant move from Manchester United. Reverse pass, square ball across the 6-yard box, and knocked home by a sliding Biancheri. I was listening to somebody talking about Thomas Frank, the ex-Brentford manager, current Spurs manager, about his use of statistics, and how he was saying that although he's famous for being very stat-oriented in the way that he coaches, he still relies very heavily on what his eyes are telling him as well. And instead of going to the stats to try and back up what his eye test is, he sort of tries to corroborate what he's seen with the stats. So it's a subtle difference, but he basically saying that the eye test is almost as important as what the statistics are saying, and I think that's quite a rounded way to look at a game of football.
Yeah, I completely agree. I totally agree. I mean, sometimes stats can work very, very much against you, but if you score a goal from a corner in the 93rd minute and you win 1-0, then who cares if you've had 3% possession?
Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, exactly.
Makes no difference.
I mean, I know that's an exaggeration, but you understand where I'm coming from.
I also don't think it's possible. I don't think you could score that many with such a little possession. He's scoring every 3 seconds. If I had the ball for 3 seconds and we've scored, that'll do it.
Well, it takes a second to score a goal.
Yeah, well, it doesn't though, does it?
No.
Like,
Whoever came up with that is a complete lie. Yeah.
We are ready to get ourselves back underway in the second period. Don't think we're going to see any changes for either side in the opening part of the second half. It will be Manchester United to get us started in the second period, leading by 2-1. Just waiting for the officials to be ready to go. Can't even see the referee, must be just off to the left-hand side. We are underway in the second half. Okay, so we have had one change that I can spot immediately, and that is that Ellis Lehane is on the field, number 16. United with an early foray forward.
It looks like, is it Arganese McDermott that's gone off, the centre-back, and Casanova's gone in as a centre-back.
And Fernell Gill is on as well, so it's 2 changes for Spurs, I think, because that's the 16 on up front and Fernell Gill, number 14, on. So the 2 players to go off are Arganese McDermott and Leo Black. In at the near post by James Scanlon, but it drifts into the side netting. Just confirmation of those 2 substitutions. Leo Black and Pele Arganese McDermott have left the field. Luca Fernell Gill is on at the back, and Ellis Lehane is on further forward for Spurs. Now, likely that Kyron Martin, who played up front, the number 9, will drop into midfield, which is where he played in the previous game for Spurs. So, and it will be Lehane that goes in as the out-and-out number 9.
They did create chances, so maybe they were feeling something, the pair of players that have gone off.
No chances being taken by Tottenham Hotspur. As the sunshine comes out at the Progress with Unity Stadium. That's a good turn. They're in behind here, Spurs. Options in the middle too. Shot comes in. Oh, it's just wide. Well, was it a cross or was it a shot? Could it have been pulled back to Ellis Lehane? I don't know. It's wide.
Well, if I'm sticking my neck out, it's a shot, this. You watch Iro, he doesn't look up at all. He's only got eyes for the goal. He didn't see Lehane and he didn't see Akamrich at the back post either, which were 2 much, much better options. He doesn't get his head up. He's only looking to try and bury that ball in the bottom corner, which is fine if you achieve that, and he didn't.
Teammates might well feel a little upset that they haven't been picked out.
Yeah, that's my take on it anyway.
Well, Spurs with first blood in the second half. Referee's giving the free kick here to Spurs. Bit of a head scratcher, that one.
You saw Gabe Biancheri in the first half when he had the shot saved from Gunter, and he's constantly looking to see whether there's somebody in a better position in the middle, and there wasn't, so he shot. But on that occasion, Hero doesn't get his head up at all, and he doesn't spot either of his two teammates that were in a much better position for a strike on goal.
Leon steps in and makes the challenge. Thinks he was impeded. The assistant on this near side thinks otherwise. All over in PL2 between Blackburn and Manchester City, and City have lost that one by 2-0. In the other game, half an hour in, 35 minutes in between Sunderland and Stoke, it's 1 apiece, and just underway between Leicester and Southampton, that's 0-0.
Did they kick off at 11, City?
Yeah. Kickoffs all over the place in PL2 today.
Yeah.
And an 11 o'clock, a 12 o'clock, a 12:30 and a 1. Devaney swept forward. Lacey does love playing that first time ball round the corner, doesn't he? Alafu just not checking his shoulder there. It's pickpocketed.
Yeah, because he was onto it quickly. It was a good first touch.
Dan Armour manages to get himself back in. Leon down the left-hand side. I don't know what happened there to Ellis Lehane, but the ball just bypassed him. I can see Ben doing the... can you imagine the... I don't know what's just happened, arms wide, palms facing upwards. Ben's doing that in the commentary box. Still doesn't know what just happened.
I mean, he had acres to run into with the ball. Dan Armour wasn't even close to him, and he sort of stopped, went back, and then just...
gave the ball to
gave the ball
Leon.
away.
Yeah. He's back with Luca Gunter. Fernell Gill. Intercepted by Leon. Bring it under control though. Well, it's very similar to the opening stages of the first half, where sides are just feeling each other out. Spurs trying to take advantage of any space that might be given to them in the centre of the field, and striding forward again. Comes out to the right-hand side. Rich with a real opportunity to get a ball into the penalty area. It's cleared away.
Yeah, for the first time in this game, he does go on the outside. Rich heavily favours his left foot, but it's a decent ball across, but a good position on the edge of the 6-yard box from Devaney to help steer it clear.
It's another good ball into the box. Cleared away. Not far enough though. That's a good block that goes in from Fletcher. Brother's going to try and get the ball clear. Manages to get it out to James Scanlon. Scanlon back into the path of Jack Fletcher. Fletcher with his head up, gets an early ball into the box too. Touch from Biancheri is just a little heavy, and it wriggles free from him. United from one end of the field to the other, like lightning. Oh, mopped up by Dermot Mee. Alafu to Lacey. Shea Lacey with the step over, tries to find some space. Turns back the other way. Kyra Martin gets the challenge in. Lacey still in possession. Fletcher. Leon. drives one goalwards. Not a million miles wide. Doesn't trouble the goalkeeper.
It's amazing, isn't it? Shea Lacey, he doesn't, you know, look as though he's, well, certainly compared to Karen Martin, but he just could not get him off the ball at all. Really, really good strength. And a decent strike from Diogo Leon, but didn't trouble Gunter.
Gunter with the hurried clearance. Thump forward again. Biancheri thought he had a sniff just for a moment, but it skips off the turf into the hands of the Spurs stopper. Just a game of cat and mouse between Jack Fletcher and goalkeeper. I think he probably held on to that a little longer than he should have done. The referee
Definitely.
probably got to get involved there, especially with the sort of newfound Premier League interpretation of keeping hold of the ball.
But if the ball's on the floor, was that...
But he's had it in his hands and he sort of dropped it in front of him. I don't know whether that's a loophole. That is a corner, is what that is.
Well, when he drops the ball, that signifies that the ball is in play and the other team can get after it.
But then he could pick it up again.
No, he can't. He
If
can't.
he's dropped it.
Once he drops it, he can't pick it back up again. No, definitely not. Now, you're the one who's normally teaching me the rules, but I definitely know that once he drops it, he cannot pick it back up again.
I love you to death, but that's just... You definitely know the laws of the game better than me. I just got the interpretation of the laws down from the referee. Swung in. Back out to the far side. Put down well by Lacey. Halafu. Scanlon. Scanlon goes the long way round. Going to get the cross in. It's well intercepted and not behind for another corner.
He does quite well in the end, James Scanlon, but when Halafu plays that ball, he really should have played him back in.
9.5 minutes into the second half, and Manchester United have had more corners in this half than they had in the whole of the first period. Lacey on the far side. Floated to the edge of the box where Jack Fletcher was lining one up. Here is Jack Fletcher.
Probably a little bit too much height on it, wasn't there? Just needed to be a little bit lower, a bit more pace on it.
I just, you know, when you've got memories of Paul Scholes spinning around your head, if that drops for you on the edge of the penalty area and you can rifle one into the top corner. Which one was better, Bradford or Villa?
Villa just looked better, didn't it? Because how it went in off the crossbar. But they were both terrific strikes.
That's a lovely ball forward. That's a pullback as well on Biancheri. And another one in the penalty area. Referee's going to allow play to continue. He's going to go behind for a corner. I tell you, there are a couple of shirt pulls there on Kay Biancheri, and I can understand why he might be a little bit frustrated.
That's a really good ball.
One there.
Yeah, he definitely gets all...
One there.
Oh!
That's a penalty. It's a penalty all day, and absolutely has got away with it, Malachi Hardy.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. That should be spotted by the assistant over the far side.
Swung in under the crossbar, not dipping enough. Goal kick. You would have thought that one of those two would have been spotted.
Yeah. Lovely ball from Devaney over the top. He just couldn't live with him pace-wise, could he?
Well, United, after the opening 5 minutes of the second half being belonging to Spurs, have come roaring back into it. Still leading by 2-1. Spurs on the front foot again. Tidied up well by Halafu. Helped out by Fletcher. And now Lacey. Great balance from Shea Lacey. Threads that through for Fitzgerald, just a little too much on it in the end.
He's got great feet, hasn't he? Love the way he manipulates the ball and his body movement to be able to get away from players. He knows he's offside.
Me comes out to Armour. Leon. He's just going to keep charging forward here, Diego Leon. He's still going, he's in the penalty area. What a run that is! What a finish from the Paraguayan! That's absolutely brilliant. Solo effort from Diego Leon makes it 3-1 to the Reds.
Superb. Wow. I mean, right from his own half, plays a 1-2. And as he charges through, little good hold-up play from Biancheri, gets away from Akamrich, must admit, it's not wonderful defending. And here you think to yourself, he's left himself with too much to do. And Casanova just gets bundled over. And the pace and power of Diego Leon. I mean, there's no way he should ever get to that. He just shouldn't. And he goes to ground, Casanova. And he's been made to look a bit daft by the Paraguayan. And he restores United's 2-goal lead.
He's strong there, Diego Leon, shoulder to shoulder. I think he just sort of leans on Dante Casanova, and that upper body strength proving.
He gave him nearly 3 yards.
He also, there's a momentum thing going on too, isn't there? He's in full flight, Diego Leon. I agree with you that the defending leaves a little to be desired, but ball's ended up exactly where Diego Leon wanted it to end up, which is in the back of the net.
Well, Akamrich as well. He was, in the centre of the pitch. He's got to be stronger and do a little bit better.
Shea Lacey has gone down here, holding that right shoulder. Just take a little look at what happened. Oh, he just leaning and stretching.
Yeah, as he puts his arm out, you can see it just gives way a little bit on him. Hopefully he'll be okay.
It is a shoulder that I believe he's had a bit of problem with before, so let's hope that there's nothing too untoward going on there, because he's been brilliant, Shea Lacey, and really good to see him back and playing football. The last thing he will want, and the last thing anybody at Manchester United will want, is for him to be out for any length of time. Just there, just a little stretch of that shoulder. Yeah. They will want to be really careful with him. Won't want to take any chances.
You just saw him jolt then, didn't you? Maybe. Yeah, is he going off?
Just looking at how tricky it was to pull that shin pad round, I wonder whether they might just be careful here, Manchester United, especially with the scoreline the way that it is after 62 minutes. Better safe than sorry. He won't want to come off because he's having a really good game. This is where United have got to take the players' wishes into account, but also wrap him in cotton wool a little bit.
It looks like he's going to come back on.
Brave face being put on things by the Liverpudlian.
It needs to be his call, obviously, especially if it's something that he's been troubled with in the past. As you say, he won't want to come off because he's having a really good game and he'll be enjoying himself out there, but some things are more important. Has the referee not waved him back on yet?
Got to be off for that set length of time. Is it 30 seconds?
See, I didn't know that. There you go.
I think it is. I think it's 60 seconds for a head injury. He's back in. That changed beginning of this season, I think. Maybe it was beginning of last season. It's a good ball in, headed away by Armour. Diego Leon, scorer of Manchester United's third, lifts it away.
back on now.
Keep a little eye on him, make sure he's okay, and I'm sure the Manchester United medical staff doing very similar. Well done, Dan Armour. Just sees the opportunity to nick the ball away left-footed. Options in front of Jace Fitzgerald here. Finds Lacey. Lacey chops back. Can he get the shot away? Shea Lacey just wide.
He's still holding it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's still holding it. And it's a really good break. A good turn. Keeper was rooted. Some keepers, when they do that, you think, oh, he had that covered. There's no way he could have had that covered. He was just grateful to see it drift past the post.
Lacey just finds himself half a yard, really. It's no more than that. Just a little bit of space to get the shot away. Just can't quite get his boot wrapped round it enough to curl it into the far post. Or inside the far post, really. You don't want to hit the post, do you?
No, of course you don't. Well, not unless it hits the post and goes in.
Look better when they come off the woodwork, as we've already discussed. As it comes, United trying to work this into a bit of space. Playing into the low sun in the second period. Fletcher. Jack Fletcher to his brother Tyler. Those of you that might not have watched any of the academy with us on MUTV this season, if you're a new subscriber, welcome along. The two Fletcher brothers, the two Fletcher twins. Well, Darren Fletcher's twin boy, Scottish, and Jack is English, which is how you keep both of your parents happy if you're twin brothers. Shea Lacey is going to make way, and Lacey is going to be replaced by Chido Obi. And I would imagine that the second change will likely be, I'm going to say Gabe Biancheri just because Chido Obi has come on, but I might be wrong. Let's have a little look. It is actually Diego Leon who makes way, scorer of Manchester United's third, who's going to be replaced by Bendito Mantato. So Biancheri will come and play a... In fact, it won't.
He'll go to left back, won't he? And we should say congratulations to him for being included in the Under-17 World Cup squad in Qatar.
Yeah, really good news for him.
Which I think is next month.
So I think what will happen here is James Scanlon might well switch sides to the right-hand side. Biancheri will come out onto the left. Mantato at left back and Chido Obi up front. So just check that once we can see exactly what's going on. But
had a good game, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Scored a good goal.
Crowned it off. I thought he's done very well, actually. Gained plenty of confidence. That's his third game for the under-21s now. I think he's learning plenty as he goes along. Might well be his best performance for Travis Binion's side. Fletcher finds Obi. Right, so Gabe Biancheri has gone out to the left. And James Scanlon is out there on the right-hand side now to take this throw-in.
Really good from Jack Fletcher. You know, we're coming up to the 70th minute and he's still putting the goalkeeper under pressure and making him make mistakes.
A little wayward from Tyler Fletcher on that occasion, so Akamrich can start the move forward for Spurs again. A little nibble from Bendito Mantato, but referee says not wrong with it. It's Manchester United, the goal kick. Maybe just gets away with one.
I think he probably does. He might get a little touch on him, and there's not much, but he had a player outside him in Fernell Gill. I don't understand why he wanted to condense the space and run with the ball to where he is. Get in the pass and give him the box.
Jack Fletcher's got the bit between his teeth here for Manchester United. Gets it across to Fitzgerald. Gets it back. Jack Fletcher looks to get the right-footed shot away. Shouts of handball aren't going to be given. Fletcher ends up flat on his back. But all of a sudden, Jack Fletcher has found plenty of space to operate in. Maybe just pushed 5 yards further up the field, Ben.
Well, he's certainly having an influence up there.
Is that what Chido Obi gives you? If he's going to be your, big target man up front, that actually there's a pocket of space in the 10 that you haven't had with Biancheri playing up front.
Well,
it is Biancheri, and he is still on a hat-trick. Gets it across, finds Fitzgerald. Scanlon gets the cross in. Chido Obi looks to nod that home. It actually, it's the crossbar that does him. Sells him down the river, and he can't get on the end of it. Devaney. Fitzgerald squeezes that through to Scanlon. Well, Chido Obi thought he had the easiest finish of the season. Yeah. Only for the woodwork to make him look, it made him look a bit foolish, but not entirely his fault. I'd have done exactly the same. I'd have been like, yes, eyes would have lit up. Oh. Free kick's been given, even though the advantage was on for Chido Obi.
And the way the referee looked, he was going to play it and then decided to blow his whistle.
Here we go, as the ball comes in from the far side from James Scanlon. Oh yeah, Chido Obi thinks it's going to be the easiest finish in Christendom, and the crossbar says otherwise. Devaney standing over this free kick. I'm being thoroughly distracted here, by the way, because on one of the other TV screens hiding around the commentary position here, Manchester United's 2-1 win over Liverpool is currently replaying on the screen. I'm just waiting for Harry Maguire to pop up in the last minute and score the winner all over again. Van Armour skews the clearance. In fact, funnily enough, here it comes. Harry Maguire at the back post, nods home, and it's been a very good week, hasn't it, Ben?
Yeah. That's exactly how you sounded last Sunday.
No, it's not. That's how you sounded last Sunday. You were the calmest man on planet Earth listening back to the commentary. I'd lost my mind. Here comes the corner, which is headed clear. I think the lovely thing about this week has been flag stayed down, and Chido Obi's coming through here. Not going to be able to get there.
He was offside the first
flag does go up. The wonderful thing about this week, I'll finish that thought, has been every time I've come across a Liverpool fan, I haven't had to say anything at all. They just have walked the other way. Haven't wanted to have a chat with me for some reason, Ben. I don't think why.
No, I'm the same.
Spurs bringing the ball forward, can have a go from distance. Well, Manchester United will let them take pot shots from 40 yards all afternoon long.
Extremely ambitious from Williams Barnett. Probably feels as though he's got a little bit of making up to do after the glorious chance he missed in the first half. But he's not going to do it like that.
Certainly isn't. United with this 2-goal cushion. That's a good challenge from Benito Mantato. Hobbles away from the challenge.
I think it's fair to say, after the congratulations we give to Benito Mantato, there are a number of players in the Under-17 World Cup squad from Spurs, so we wish them all the best as well.
Absolutely right. Don't forget, we're watching an Under-21s game as well, so congratulations to Benito Mantato for playing up two age groups, an age group. Corner is Spurs. Just over 15 minutes left to play. Low at the near post. Halafu Excuse the clearance, goes behind for another corner. Here it comes again. Loose inside the penalty area, bouncing around, hit goalwards. Dermot Mee, right place, right time.
Well, I mean, that's going to go down as a chance. The chances are that I think he probably would have been offside, but if he wasn't, that's a really good opportunity.
Didn't see the flag.
No, neither did I.
So we'll put it down as a good opportunity.
A very
then.
good opportunity.
Chidobe trying to get a toe on that and holding it up. It's well intercepted by Tyler Fletcher. Up to Halafu. Their country at youth level. Only the one that's got a full cap. Flag has stayed down on the far side. Manchester United coming forward here with James Scanlon. Cleared away by Kyron Martin. Ben's offside flag was up in the commentary box.
He was offside, 100%. We're looking right across the line for that one.
Tyler Fletcher steps back in, makes another challenge. Or referee's going to give that free kick, but not for the second challenge, for the initial challenge from Tyler Fletcher. That one there is what it's been pulled back for, not that one there.
No, because that one there he won the ball, but he did imbalance Williams Barnett, didn't he, with the first pull. So it won't be on the edge of the box.
I think that's Yul Halafu who is making way.
He's had a solid game.
Jaden Ingwashi is on to replace him. Like for like change that for Manchester United.
It's the first team I've seen Yul Halafu at this level. And I think he's equipped himself really well.
Again, another one that has played some under-18s football this season. Now he's playing some under-21s football too. With, 15 minutes to go here, Manchester United leading by 3-1. They would, if the scoreline stayed as it is, go back top of the table by a couple of points, but also having made a bit of a dent in the goal difference as well, especially as I think as it stands, it would put them plus 11 after 8 games of the season. That's pretty good going. 7 games of the season it'll be after this one.
Yeah. I don't know if they actually play Ipswich. It almost feels as though they need to. Do you know what I mean? But it's not the way the table works, is it?
No, the under-21s table slightly different this season. Ambitious again from Tottenham Hotspur. So there are 29 teams in PL2. So you don't play everybody home and away, obviously, because that would be far too many games to play over the course of the season.
No, but my gripe is that you don't play everybody once.
No.
I mean, there must be enough weeks of the year for them to play 29 games.
They're divided into 6 seeding pots of 5 teams based on performances over the last 3 seasons. 20 match weeks, each team plays 20 times. Chance here for Spurs is negated by Dermot Mee.
Yeah, good goalkeeping. He was alert and out straight away.
From the left-hand side. Chance in the middle here for Fletcher, just not played with enough pace by James Scanlon. Given away by Spurs again, though. Own seeding pot once. More on this in a second as United into the penalty area. Takes a big deflection. Chance here for Chidobe, stretching for it, and it goes wide.
It's a chance. I think it's a chance, and a man of his striking prowess, you would have fancied him to... Well, it just spun off the outside of his foot, didn't it? But there's an opportunity there to volley it inside that right-hand post.
Stretching for it, wasn't he? End up with the playoffs.
Yes.
For the top 16 sides.
Yeah. So they might end up playing Ipswich. It'd sort of be quite nice to see that happen if they keep going the way they're going this season and they end up being the two top clubs. Because Ipswich have never really been spoken about at this level.
Going well this season, Ipswich. Can Rich get to get on the end of that? It's cleared away by United again.
I mean, United are comfortable, I feel, with this scoreline. They just, you know, I mean, nobody wants to concede goals, but certainly this late in the game, you don't want the nerves to creep in a little bit and allowing Spurs to score. And 3-2 could be a bit dicey for the last sort of 10 minutes or so. But they're more than comfortable the way the scoreline is at the moment.
Dispossessed again as Spurs look to bring the ball forward. Well, referee gives the foul.
Yeah, he was caught twice there. Jacob Devaney by Reece Denny.
Chance in the middle maybe for Manchester United. Is cleared away by Spurs. It's going to be given as handball, is it, from the referee? No. Chance here potentially. Yeah, free kick's going to be given and the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's been probably these last sort of 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes, they've gone a little bit scrappy. This is two teams that have given everything but are now looking a little bit on the jaded side. There's been a couple of free kicks that have been given that probably because of the tiredness is just a little bit lazy. And United just need to make sure that they keep. There's another one, outstretched leg by Jacob Devaney. Yeah, they just need to make sure they keep Spurs away from this penalty area. Don't allow them to score a second goal. That'll just make the final few minutes a little bit nervy when they've really no need to. And Jacob Devaney has had a really, really solid game. You mentioned him, Liam, earlier about the way that he can play midfield, the way that he can drop in at the drop of a hat and play centre-back and never ever look out of place. And he's captained the side this afternoon and he's just looked solid for United. So we'll wait and see whether they can make anything of this free kick, but they made a mess of the last one. There's a shot from outside the box that was a little bit wayward, but I think they're going to put this one in.
Swung into the penalty area, but over the top. Again, that's a little on the ambitious side from Spurs, isn't it?
I said they wasted the last one, and they've done exactly the same again. They've got some big lads in there. I don't understand why they don't play the percentage ball and see if they can get on the end of one, but That's 2 free kicks now from fairly, you know, decent positions that they've just completely wasted.
Substitution for Tottenham.
Gonna have another change here for Spurs. Luca Williams-Barnett's going to make way.
And coming on in his place, number 12, Daniel Batty.
Daniel Batty on to replace him. 5 minutes to play, and Manchester United look very much like they are going back to the top of PL2 and approaching the closing stages of the first commentary of the day here on MUTV. Of course, all the build-up and full commentary of Manchester United's 5:30 kickoff against Brighton from Old Trafford with myself and Ben Thorne. Well, not all the build-up, we'll do the commentary. We'll let somebody else do the hard yards from 4:25 till 5:30. And then we will try and take you through every kick of the game.
I'll take the same scoreline.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
7:30.
A 3-1 home win would be absolutely spot on. Offside against Chidowobi. Good finish, but he's 2 or 3 yards off.
Yeah, it was a very obvious one, that.
Luka Gunter comes out to the right-hand side. Stolen away by Biancheri, who's had a brilliant game. He's going to win the free kick here as well. Been one of the standouts for Manchester United, but nobody's had a bad game, really, Ben.
No, they haven't. They haven't. And I hope he does get the opportunity to complete his hat-trick before the whistle goes. But the second half has been a little bit quieter in terms of chances for both sides.
Well, he's got 3 minutes plus stoppages to try and do exactly that. Standing on the penalty spot now, trying to give himself the best possible opportunity to do it. Ben has just pointed out that Benedito Mantato is in a bit of space here on the edge of the penalty area too. We got 2 Fletchers standing over the free kick as well.
We have.
Just to confuse everybody, it is Jack that delivers. Left-footed chance, back post. Oh, Biancheri could have had his hat-trick, and he puts it wide. Well, it flashed past Chidowobi. It got to Biancheri, but he couldn't convert it. Well, you don't get much closer, Ben.
No. And I think that may be the chance that I mean, yeah. There was the chance that I was talking about that I hoped he'd get, and it's a great ball from Jack Fletcher, whipped across the 6-yard box. Not a shame he couldn't make the contact that he needed, Biancheri, because that would have been a well-deserved hat-trick.
I wonder whether he thinks that Chidowobi's going to get something on it. It maybe just puts him off enough. And Gwashi intercepts there.
He shouldn't really have been given the opportunity to intercept that, and Gwashi, it was a poor pass from Fernell Gill.
Picked up by Akenrich. Well, a really professional performance from Manchester United's under-21s up to this point. Had a little bit of a scare with the goal back just before half-time, but they've soaked up the pressure brilliantly in the second half and taken the big opportunity that they had. Made it 3-1 and have not looked back from that point onwards. They will like to try and keep it tight for the closing 90 seconds. Chidowobi thumps the ball clear. Spurs are leaving players high up the field to try and force an opportunity. Benedito Mantato comes back to Armour. Mantato and Armour again. Manchester United have played themselves out of difficulty. It's going to be a free kick and potentially a yellow card too. And it should be against Malachi Hardy. And the referee does go fishing in his pocket for the caution card.
Yeah. It's that sort of tiredness that I was talking about a few moments ago that is has just crept in, more so to Spurs, if you like. That's an obvious yellow card. He had most of Jack Fletcher's shirt in his hand.
I think I said in the first half that sometimes there are good yellow cards to take. Again, it's exactly the same as the yellow card that Jacob Devaney gets in the first 45 minutes. If he lets Jack Fletcher go there, all of a sudden Manchester United are in behind. He'll feel like it was one to take for the team.
The fourth official has added a minimum of 6 minutes added on time at the end
6
of the
minutes
game.
of time
That is
added
a
on.
minimum of 6 minutes added on time at the end of the game.
I'm going to let Ben try and figure out where
Well, I was
6 has come from.
Is
Fletcher
Michael
gets to the
Oliver the fourth
byline.
official?
As this is put into the penalty area. I see what you did there, Ben. He isn't, because he is the VAR for this afternoon's fixture between Brighton and Manchester United. Yeah, 6 minutes feels like a lot, doesn't it?
That's a booking as well. Well, it should be.
It will be a yellow card for
It's fair
Chase
enough.
Fitzgerald for hoisting Max McFadden to the ground. Right in front of the referee too. You're not getting away with that one, Chase,
No.
unfortunately. Well, Spurs, they will see that 6 minutes as an opportunity to try and force something, but the way that United have managed the last 20 minutes or so, they'll be hard pressed. Washi. Gets the ball clear, past Scanlon. And worked into space, and all of a sudden Manchester United have got runners. Biancheri is on his hat-trick, going to go on the left-hand side, cuts back again, looks to get the cross into the penalty area. And as he does so, he's just nicked away from him. Scrambled clear by Spurs.
Yeah, who can blame him for having a go himself? He's one-on-one, but it was really, really good defending.
I have to say that as the second half has progressed, Ben, Spurs have sort of run out of steam a little bit, haven't they? Run a little short on ideas on how to deal with this Manchester United organisation.
Yeah, I think the best chance that they created in the second half was the one right at the beginning with Hero over the far side, when he really should have looked up and found a teammate in a better position. And I can't remember one other chance that I feel as though they really should have scored.
Trying to create something again. Dermot Mee, with the sun in his eyes in this second half, sees that safely into his gloved hands. As we're in PL2, Sunderland 1, Stoke 1. They've been playing just over an hour there, and approaching half-time between Leicester and Southampton. Leicester leading by 2-0. In that one, that would be another yellow card.
The same player?
Chido Obi has been wrestled to the floor. It is.
I thought it was.
And Malachi Hardy receives his second yellow card in the space of 10 minutes. And off he goes, and Spurs are down to 10.
I mean, you at least want to tell somebody, don't you, if I've been sent off, that it was for a really aggressive tackle, not for pulling two shirts.
But equally, he's got two defenders behind him, Fletcher. There's no need to make that challenge in the middle of the pitch.
No, it's bemusing that. I don't know why he's done
Odd.
that.
A million miles wide. Well, any chances that Spurs had of even trying to find a route back into the game have probably just walked off the pitch with Malachi Hardy.
I mean, he hasn't put pay to that, but similarly, I just don't understand why he would want to, I don't know, why he'd want to get himself a red card. You're not going to win the game. You've already lost it, but just accept it with a couple of minutes to go. Don't force yourself to miss matches by doing something so daft, really.
A bit of a head scratcher. Little on the confusing side.
Having already been booked for exactly the same thing only a couple of moments earlier. you know you're not going to get away with it.
Also, Chido-Obi is a rangy, tall, solid human being. You must have put some force in to sort of throw him to the ground like that. And
A little bit like me then.
yeah, just like you. When you throw me to the ground, you mean? Biancheri squares it up here for Fitzgerald. Back out to Fletcher. Going to find Biancheri. Real chance for the hat-trick. It's Gabe Biancheri makes it 3 in the dying moments of the game, and highly deserved for the Welsh Youth International. Gabe Biancheri hat-trick, United 4-1.
No, I'm really pleased for him. After that chance he let go at the back post earlier, I thought that might have been it, but he's run his socks off all day, and he's shown the quality when it's been needed. I mean, it's not great defending, I have to say, by Kerry Martin over the far. You can see it, all he can see is his number, and he knows that he's not offside. He's got to do better, and it was just a calm finish. Even though the goalkeeper got a touch, Gunter, he wasn't going to keep him out. And as we said earlier, a richly deserved hat-trick for somebody that has been right on top of his game this afternoon.
Lovely weighted pass from Fletcher.
It was, sorry, I didn't mention that, it was. And his vision, along with that of Shea Lacey, has been excellent this afternoon as well. It's been a complete performance from United and a well-deserved win.
5 goals. Manchester United will be delighted with the entertainment. Referee's not going to play too much longer because the game is very much dead and buried. Unless he spotted a referee's assessor in the stands, and he's got to make sure that he's played all of his stoppage time, which is of course a possibility. We are going to add the time for the goal. Dermot Mee's come a long way from goal. Needed to make sure that was a clean tackle. Was exactly that from the Birmingham-born Northern Irishman.
Yeah, as a goalkeeper, when you venture outside your 6-yard box, well, at any time actually, you've got to make sure that you connect, and he did that.
Chased all the way by Fletcher. Referee brings the game to a close. Manchester United add 3 points to their tally and go back top of the PL2 table. A brilliant performance from Travis Binion's side. A hat-trick from Gabe Biancheri, the backbone of that. Diego Leon scoring Manchester United's third 2. And a thoroughly entertaining 90 minutes provided by Manchester United's under-21s against Tottenham Hotspur. Brilliant stuff from Travis Binion's side. Top of the table they go in Premier League 2.